And it has this, it's kind of a beautiful movement up and down the stairs. But the camera move that I will not forget, and it occurs a number of times, is when tension starts to...
All right, it is Friday, June 6th, 2025.
In the home.
And welcome to the
For
Please
a variety
Subscribe
of
Show.
reasons.
Linda, my
I
wife,
think we're going to have to end this
Cole.
conversation, talk spoilers, and we can, explicate some of those. But let's just say for now that tension among family members or for other reasons happen, and the camera spends a lot of time in the bedroom of the daughter, Chloe, played by Kalina Lang, and the camera will...
So the area we're at presently is not too far from the stockyards. We're on a road that's called Northeast 28th, right outside Fort Worth. Pretty much right where the stockyards ends. It ends on this road here. If you're going down Main through the stockyards. This is the road that we're on right now. It's very cultural. There's a lot of things like tacos y mas and tattoo places, nails, different cultures, different nations, mostly Spanish cultures. This is Dean Road right here. And that QT is very active. It's a very busy QT. The stockyards, that place is going to be jammed. It's going to be like a 3 or 4 minute wait before you even get a spot into the gas station when it comes to a pump if you're trying to get some gasoline. And Dean Road will lead you right into the stockyards. So will the highway over there. You can there's a couple of roads that you can take to the right to get you right to the stockyards. And then there's a road right down here. It's a secret road I used to take when I was delivering for Heisa Needs a Pizza. You turn there and you make the first right past that speed limit sign. It's a little back way, and it'll get you right to the stockyards, or at least to the historic district, where you can turn right on Main and get to the stockyards that way. So there's different ways you can get there. This one's Dean Road.
And that's absolutely the case here. And it becomes clear about halfway through, I think, let's just say who the suspects are for the anxiety/guilt that is being felt in this house. And for me, the answer to that was, I think I described it as overcooked. It shot this narrative to a more histrionic level than it had been at, or that the story needed to be as effective as it wanted to be, without spoilers.
The drama at the end certainly goes up to a level that the rest of the film isn't at, but I don't really mind that, and I look forward to unpacking maybe why you saw it as so overcooked. For the podcast, we will wait until the very end of the show and share some thoughts on the ending of this film. I will just say, without obviously...
Actually download the DQ Texas app. It has to say Texas on it. They will actually redeem your Hunger Buster for free. They don't use it anymore, but the app actually does work, and so they'll actually redeem it. That's what the burger is. Would you like a bite? I think plenty of pepper to mine right here. So we got this at no charge as long as you use the DQ Texas app. It's gotta say Texas on it. How many DQs are all 50 states?
I don't think so. It's
You want to cut it?
Southern state. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Remember, marriage is 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go. This is a pretty good area. We'll look at everything at about. Let's look at 7:30. We'll see that we're right there between the Basswood and I-35. We're pretty much at a Dairy Queen right now. estimate time about 1 to 3 minutes. All right, about 4:21. We turned on just a few minutes ago, and we'll be headed to Chipotle. Hey, Organic Linda blocking is, well, she's way off stage left. So we're going to Dairy Queen. I mean, I'm sorry, we're going to Chipotle. So we got a little bit of food from Dairy Queen, Texas. So you have to download Dairy Queen, Texas. They don't use the app anymore. They're transitioning to another Dairy Queen app, but they do have a free burger on it. So she's getting into the shot in a minute. If you know anything about organic blocking, it's a theater term. Yeah, there she goes. Now we're going to a place called Chipotle. Chipotle. It's called Chipotle. Chipotle. Turn this thing on. Headed to Chipotle. Chipotle.
And in for Josh this week, I'm Aisha Harris.
I don't know why Tiana's going out with a high school boy. They're like dogs. You have to clean them and feed them. And they're just like these nervous creatures that jump and slobber all over you. Ew! Get off of me! As if!
This week on the show, Sharon the gang from Clueless are 30, and we've got a review. I better not get a whatever from you, Aisha.
As if, Adam.
Plus the top. Use code.
Yeah, it seems like they put us out in the middle of nowhere. How many miles? 4.8. That's not too bad. The other day it was like 11 miles. We were dropped off in the middle of a lake, basically, almost. Oh, wow. Huh. Your local Buddhist complex. Cool. That means we're close to Keller. Yeah, so the Vietnamese, they inherited that during the Vietnam War.
Very strict, no movies, no PG-13 movies until you're 13. You know, Amy Hecklin is from the East Coast. She's not from California. So it's not just about her age, but she's also coming at it from like I am not from this culture. They do not look like they are in high school. And they definitely weren't. Stacey Dash was 30 or close to 30. I mean, she looks great, and she looks convincingly like a young person.
Silverstone was at least 18, I think.
Yes, she was a teenager, and Brittany Murphy was as well. But it is interesting to see some of the other.
Yeah, depending on how far you are from the cell tower.
Well, it's the one that asks you 3 questions.
All right. We're going to go on a hotspot, right? Usually it does that randomly. We're going to go to a hotspot, and then we got to reset. If we get something, we want to reset the Google Maps so that we go to the restaurant, not the hotspot. There we go. It's also the heat, too. It can be a factor. And some of this, if it's extremely cold or extremely hot, it makes a difference at times too. Right, so we're currently going to a hot spot right now. So this just came in. So we have to reset the information. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm hitting this, and I'm exiting out and resetting so that we go to the restaurant, not the hot spot. Not that there's anything wrong with the hot spot. All right, found one. Luckily, we're going the same direction as the hot spot. So the hot spot did work. And we'll be there, I don't know, about a mile to Chic Fil A. Which you should be able to see if you double tap on this, and boom, double tap the dial and hit that. You can kind of see that says Chic Fil A right there.
There's an element that you would not have or you don't see on display in Fast Tires because it's something we didn't think about in the 80s.
Chic Fil A closed on Sunday. I always call it the second church. Someone's having road rage. Chic Fil A. I always call it the second church.
Rose Bronson Alcott was the father of Louisa May Alcott. The young cast was largely unknown. Silverstone was the girl from the Aerosmith videos. It was Paul Rudd's first film of note.
Okay, so these right here need to be really sensitive. So what I always say is bring it to the door.
Yeah, I will.
With this, these are better boxes right here. They carry our drink carriers. Yeah, go ahead and put these two as well. Like one. Now, take this one, the flimsy one, and just cover it right here, just like that. So you want to take that all to the door and set it down before accessing the drinks. Apple.
Gave me a C minus. Well, he gave me a C, which drags down my entire average.
Do this one with the truck.
What has to be the definitive high school movie or that big surround.
Because she's a high school, but like she is that sort of like dumb blonde.
To go there, and she goes there and she reacts in such a hurt way that we may be laughing a little bit at Ty, but we're not laughing at all at the way Silverstone reacts. We're not laughing at Sharon at all. And
some of the best friends that I currently have in my life. Taking the community aspect I felt, listening to Josh and Adam on the podcast, having these film discussions.
All right. So this is, what's the number on it?
236.
Got it. Okay. Oh, they're with Handyman. It's this one right here, 100%.
Got you. You know, that's way hard.
guys.
Get Marky
talk
Mark
about
to plant a
traffic
celebrity tree.
and pickup time.
She says, "Oh, how fabulous! Getting Marky plant trees."
All right, so we had to make a real quick pit stop for gasoline. I do recommend to do that, just to make a quick pit stop. What did I say? Quick what? Pit stop. Pit. Yeah, pit like Brad Pitt. A quick pit stop. Now the reason why is you want to keep this thing on where you're at, so they know where you're at. So you want to keep it on, basically. What that means is that, can you hold this like, okay, I see. So our pickup time, yeah, I see. All right, it's 5:59, we'll be there at 6:01. Okay, yeah. So we had to go in, do a quick pit stop as quick as you can. Now there's some theory on all this stuff about pit stops and stuff. You want to try to get the pit stop as quickly as possible. The reason why is because you want to get to the destination as close to the pickup time as possible. On ours, the 120 seconds late. We had to get that gas because gas is expensive nowadays. So you want to go in there, get everything you need as quickly as possible, get that gas in the car as quick as you can, and get to that drop-off point. Now there's some reasons why on that. You want to be there about right on time, or as quick as you can get there. I'll tell you why a little bit later. You want to be about as quick as you can. Get all that stuff you need to. I might hit pause on that one. This is brought to you by Coca-Cola. And that's a hot dog, QT. You're going to run there and get everything you can as quick as possible. Get there about 3 minutes late on pickup time. But we had to get that gas as quick as we could. Good to go. What you want to do is get that order as quick as you can. Make sure you get it and get up there and get that delivery going on. Once you get back, everything plugged in, turned on. Go ahead and plug it in, sweetie. Be careful with that plug in. You treat it like you're breaking someone's neck. Now, go this way. Get everything
Our share in
in.
Dion, and there's references to
in, all
Ike
your
and
entertainment and all that kind of stuff.
Even if you don't
Good to
necessarily believe Cher maybe understands
media
that
button.
reference fully.
Yeah.
Hit
Yeah.
the media button again.
How
Make
about
sure you hit that
Murph,
Apple CarPlay right
Lewis,
there.
and Ross,
Get that
and other
going on
members
there. Get
of
everything up
the
there.
Mafia,
And then we want to get settled
people who
in.
did meet.
Put her in, hit
via
that directions
trivia
right there.
spotting. You participated in that as well back during COVID, which was so much fun.
And we go again.
Yeah, Thomas and Ross, longtime social media friends. It's
hit that
so
button
great.
right there.
Your
Hold
show
right there.
has really brought so
There you
many
go. All right,
people
put it right there.
together.
Go right there,
and
put that
it
there.
makes my heart.
Good to go. Good to go.
And I like the too, where this community that's this online or kind of
Be active prior to property policy issues. Subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
At this moment, rescue workers are laboring to recover and identify
Be a Wes Anderson fan.
really. So you decided to abstain.
Well, yes, generally speaking. Now, I will say I am the type of person who has seen most of his movies and I keep up with them, but I do it mostly because I feel an obligation to, not because I actually enjoy them. So,
Okay.
he's just not for me. He's just not for me.
I get it. Has there been any Wes Anderson film you've really enjoyed?
I remember liking Grand Budapest Hotel, and I also liked Moonrise Kingdom a little bit, but I have not revisited any of them.
Are you a Wes Anderson fan, sweetie?
I have no idea who he is. Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of like Bottle Rocket, but I like Rushmore, if that's Wes Anderson. It may not be. But if it is, I kind of like that one. But I like him. He's okay, but I'm not the biggest fan. But I do like Bottle Rocket. Have you seen Bottle Rocket?
No, I haven't.
Okay. He's not bad. I don't think he's horrible. But I think sometimes he's a little stiff and very artsy. But he's not like the worst. He doesn't, it's not down to earth. Not to me, it's not. He deals with like some very heavy topics, everything from suicide to drug use to just insanity. Yeah, I think he's dealing with insanity. He's okay. He's a acquired taste.
Yeah, Fallout's my favorite.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy that's in the lead. Good.
Good. Vote in that poll.
I'll get shaved before your father gets home.
That was Marion Lorne and Robert Walker in 1951's Strangers on a Train, written by Whitfield Cook, Chenzi Ormond, and Raymond Chandler, based on the novella by Patricia Highsmith, directed by Mr. Alfred Hitchcock. The Massacre was part of a show devoted to a couple of films in Richard Linklater's trilogy, Before Sunrise and Before Sunset. We also reviewed 1983's Nostalgia, the final film in our Tarkovsky marathon. So why that scene from Strangers on a Train? Well, it's probably pretty obvious. Alex Moffat in Melbourne, Australia got it, connecting to Jesse and Celine being strangers on a train before their romance. But Aisha, if you want to take this one, Dennis Bartel in San Diego decided to go a little deeper with the connections.
Yes, I shall. As luck would have it, I just rewatched this movie
Here.
Pantheon for...
We should.
That looks like the one.
Look right there. It's a pretty house. It didn't ask me to take a picture.
They have no idea how dangerous that is. My goodness gracious.
They at least go on the sidewalk.
That's what I was saying.
It's too bumpy.
Yeah, I know.
Not enough room to turn
That's
around.
with these types of trucks, like right here, super dangerous. Oh well. I was far more dangerous than that when I was a kid, though. We would have Mars didn't have motors on it; it was just wheels. We go down these hills with no brakes or anything. We just jump off of it at the very end. So we had to feel the excitement of rolling on the pavement. See, this guy's Volvo guy now. He's on his way. Yeah, he's great. We don't want to know the ending of that one. Alright, so we're going to try to find a hot spot. This one's saying slow roast, and this one's saying, well, the slow roast one is long enough. I'm trying to see if this one is even further. 3.7, and this one's saying 5 point. Alright, we'll just do slow roast. I'm going to keep this one on here. Good thing that truck is there. Would have been a cool shot. Oh well. Let's go around. Do it this way.
yes, everybody I said it to thought I was insane, but that didn't stop me.
It's like the inverse of way harsh time. It's like instead of letting it...
License plate doesn't have a front
harsh,
license plate. It does have a 2 in it.
just gonna ignore it.
It's got J, a Z,
I'm moving on.
8. I'm reading it backwards.
That's great. I love it.
So it ends in an 8 too.
Yeah, I think
Chevrolet
we should,
truck,
like,
hot-headed Republican.
It's such a moment. It's such a moment.
8,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
2, looks like a 9-8. Waiting for them to make a move.
Put it up there. There are at least three other camera crews.
You took it out.
Or 5, but I still enjoy it. I still have a soft spot for the soundtracks. I still adore the singers.
Alright, it's gonna be this one right here.
Awesome.
Ends in a what?
712.
It's that one, 100%. Trunk will be open. Get. And my plans in this country is to end the Republican Party and to work with the Democrats to make a better country. I'm not Democratic or Republican. I'm the fourth party. We believe in faith, hope, love, and charity. And we believe that we're going to change the face of money to help all people, rich and poor. We're not against the rich, and we're certainly not against the poor. And we're not against people. We're for the people. As long as they stop acting like bullies. We are against bullies. We don't care what you represent. If you're a bully, you'll be stopped.
Would have been like chicken.
Brings it close to 47, about 46. Been about 16, maybe 17 now. Well, it could be close. Higher than that, maybe. A little bit higher than that, maybe.
Looks yummy.
Because we're stupid.
I
but
love
we do,
it.
yes, have some. One last one. This is another.
It's that one right there.
Release another movie featuring some priests.
This one's Sharon Albertson. All right, we have officially entered Saginaw, Texas, which I did write a song about. One of my first songs on SoundCloud. If you watch or if you listen to SoundCloud, the song that I wrote and performed was called Driving Through Saginaw with 4 black kids in my car. That was the name of the song. Driving Through Saginaw with 4 black kids in my car. Because I used to do rideshare for kids. It was called private rideshare. And they all went to school in Saginaw, and they were all black, and they rode in my car. Now I wrote a song about it. I was inspired. I was like, hey, there's 4. No, I think it was 5 black kids in my. Driving through Saginaw with 5 black kids in my car. I think there may have been 5 kids in my car. I'll have to go back and find it. It's my first released on SoundCloud. It's mostly kind of folky. It talks about me driving with 5 black kids in my car. What is it say?
Applebee's.
Okay, it's on that side. Let me say something real quick. We're looking for Applebee's. I thought this was it right here. Do you see it? Oh, I see it. Okay. It's right next door. A long shot of Applebee's right here. I'll zoom on it. There's Applebee's. We're taking that to your doorstep.
In movie quotes. My friends that I'm still friends with.
Little kitty cat. See him over there? 2 friends over there.
Oh, that's a pretty color.
The customer requested you leave the order on their door. Additional.
You're a little baby kitty, aren't you? Little fancy kitties.
Cole's like white/black.
Little fancy kitty.
Bye-bye.
You have a good one.
Of stories that real couples have given to the filmmakers. And so you have these 2 actors, and one of the couples, a woman is recalling meeting her husband when they were both camp counselors, and she's just sitting there in this great way, and she's just like, yeah, like people were.
For 2 customers right
Yes.
here? Okay. And then those are just, you'll just take them off as they go. Yeah, so these are different customers?
No, hold on real quick. That's one, and this goes together. 2
All
bags
right.
has 2 drinks.
So this is a separate one?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Finally, the review concludes, and we hear Cliff's undaunted response.
A compliment for us is a compliment for you. No, man.
It's that one right there with the red.
Just negative energy.
100%.
They added the following instructions.
Looking thing that says Willie's on it.
Don't ring the doorbell.
Yeah, just so you set it there. Bring everything to the door
I know. I got Casey first. Hold on.
Stop straw.
What's that mean? Oh, I'm sure that'll be okay.
I don't know, that thing can poke you in the eye. I probably gave them all to the other one. Sometimes they slip it through the bag. And I crawl. Or 2 or 3.
14 and 58.
62.
72, okay. 72 to 8:30. So 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. 4 hours, roughly 4 hours, and we're at 82.
72.
I'm sorry, 72, right? 72 in 4 hours.
Kronk is great. So why do we even have that lever? I will be asking until the day I die.
That's so great. Okay. I'm in. Sam has been talking about that movie since 2005, and somehow I still haven't seen it.
Yeah. Let me know when you...
Okay. So how did my number thing?
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again.
That's Gene Kelly doing what else? Singing in the Rain in the classic 1952 musical. This week, we take another look at the film as part of our Pantheon project. Joining us, the Chicago Tribune's Michael Phillips.
We've also got a review of Best Picture nominee, The Brutalist. It's all ahead.
Moses supposes his toes are roses.
Round tones, Adam, on Film Spotting.
Dancing and singing in the rain.
So originally this ended with a P, but the owners decided to change it to ending in a B.
Meet cute. This is Kelly leaping into Reynolds' car to escape his adoring fans.
Mr. Lockwood, I really can't tell you how sorry I am about taking you for a criminal before, but it was understandable under the circumstances. I knew I'd seen you.
Which of my pictures have you seen?
I don't remember. I saw one once.
Saw one once?
Yes, I think you were dueling, and there was a girl, Lena Lamont. Oh, I don't go to the movies much. If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no offense. Movies are entertaining enough for the masses, but the personalities on the screen just don't impress me. I mean, they don't talk, they don't act, they just make a lot of dumb show. Well, you know, like that.
You mean like what I do?
Well, yes. Here we are, sunset in Camden.
Beats of music and dance to sustain, and it's more than just aesthetic trends coming and going, where you get a film that's like perfectly good in many ways. The Chicago adaptation, a film version of Chicago 2002. There's not anybody in that thing except for maybe Catherine Zeta-Jones, who really could fill out 40 seconds of sustained movement, singing even if it's dubbed, and dancing even if it's, fudged a little. But I mean, she's a West End Corinne by training. She was in musicals when she was young. She's the only one. The other one's starting to come faster now. Yeah, maybe we do, and maybe we don't have anybody who can actually do the other thing. And Damien Chazelle came close with La La Land. I mean, not so much with his star's level of triple threat talent, but just his commitment to figuring out a way to adapt for a modern story a lot of the techniques that he fell in love with as a younger guy before he made movies. He loves those things, and it's not just dumb love. It's like how do we actually figure out how to make something like it today?
We definitely need to spend more time on the filmmaking technique in these production numbers for sure. But I want to go back quickly, Michael, to what you said. I'm glad you described this as a great introductory musical for those who maybe have not watched musicals or are suspicious of them. I may have shared this at some point on the show before, but one of my favorite stories regarding Singing in the Rain is one of my daughters, probably around 4th grade, they were shown clips of the movie, I forget for what reason, at school. Just clips in class, maybe it was music class, something like that. And she came home and told me how at recess after that, the boys in her bring a gentle breeze into the scene.
Flooded with moonlight. We had 500,000 kilowatts of stardust. A soft summer breeze. And you sure look lovely in the moonlight, Kathy.
Now that you have the proper setting, can you say it?
I'll try. Life was a song. You came along.
That one is a...
Jack 86. That went how many miles?
12.
12 miles for $7. Are they insane?
12. So that came out to 30 cents a mile by the time we get back.
At least they added the 78 cents. Okay, so it isn't offering to switch, but we are able to get. Oh, never mind. So I don't know. They gave us something in the area. Alright, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we can stay here. Okay, let's see how far from this area. About a 4 mile on the pickup. Not too good, but not too bad. I'll get a direction. Okay. So at least they gave us something in this area. So we didn't have to go 12 miles back.
Forgotten a lot about it, but absolutely
probably not too heavy traffic in Haslett, but there's at least something.